Hey guys, welcome back. It's DerikaDashay, and today, of course, we're going to be learning how I mold down all of my units. So here I'm starting off with a fresh unit that I just finished making. Of course, it's already plucked. I already have a plucking video that is already available for you guys. I am using my straight hair as well, and I did do this color. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. You purchase this digital project, I'm actually excited that you did, because one, we love a good flat wig. I'm kind of tired of, we're not even gonna go into that, but I'm tired of, seeing wigs that aren't flat. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I get my wigs flat. As you can see, I have already pre-plucked this. It didn't come pre-plucked, sorry, but I've already plucked it and everything like that. The knots are bleached, as you can tell. So I'm just going to show you the products that I use as well as the method that I'm using. So the first thing you're going to need is this comb. Now, it's not just any regular rat tail comb. These are actually heatless combs, so they do not melt. So when I put my hot comb to it, it's not going to melt. And yes, the hot comb is on, if you guys can kind of see that. So here I'm just showing you that the hot comb is not melting whatsoever. So I'm going to leave all the products down below for you guys to be able to access those as well. So what I'm just doing, I'm just combing through everything. And then the next step that I use is the spritz. I like to use the soft hold just because I don't like a lot of product on any of my wigs. The less product, the better, I feel like. I don't want my hair to feel like it's weighing down. So also, once you comb out this spritz, it's not hard or crunchy, it's still soft. So that's what I do like about this. And as you can see, the pricing, also will link these down below as well. So I do about 1 to 2 sprays just directly on the hairline itself. You don't need to spray it anywhere else until it's needed. So I'm just going to comb that back with my comb, and as you can see, it's just getting rid of those little flyaways until we're ready to go in with the hot comb. I like to use my hot comb on the highest temperature, which on mine it says it's on 20, but it's which is converted to I believe 450 degrees. I will leave my hot comb down in the description box below as well. So what I'm doing here is showing you that I'm pulling the hair up. When I hot comb, I don't just hot comb and just let my hand just go through the hair like it's a regular comb. I like to make sure I'm at the very bottom of the hair, which is like the roots. I want to make sure my hot comb is touching literally every single piece of strand of hair there is possible, just to make it look extremely natural and sleek. So when I'm doing it, I like to go in a C curve motion with my hot comb, and with my other hand I'm going to be holding the hair directly up. So here you're going to see me demonstrate that for you. The hot comb, again, I'm going to show you, this is what I do. So you want to make sure you're actually touching. Don't be scared and go like this and just like miss literally everything. I've had people in my wig classes literally miss everything, and it's not even straightening. I want it to be straightened at the root, like literally. So again, I'm going to have the camera facing this way. Pick the hair up. As you can see, when you pick the hair up, it's already straightened, right? I'm going to take it. When I'm literally putting on the lace, don't let it sit on the lace. You can create holes, okay? So don't let it sit on the lace. Give it a good swoop. So when I go in, I'm going to go like this and swoop like a C motion. That allows the back of this to flatten that out as well. So the hair is hitting the comb part and it's hitting the back part. You see how I rolled up like this? So I use that to straighten everything. So look how that looks. Amazing compared to this. That looks amazing, okay? So I'm gonna do it again. Pick this hair up, straighten it. You can do this as many times as you want. If you missing some hair, just keep going over it. It does not matter, but it's literally getting all those little bitty hairs, the flyaways. Look how good that looks, y'all. That looks perfect. Like, oh my gosh. I really want to put this on my head, like install it, because I just know this wig will be giving scalp. Oh my gosh. So, I'm just going over this just some more. Okay, so that's pretty much done. And as you can see with the spritz, that soft hold, this is literally still like, it's not crunchy, it's not hard, it doesn't feel like there's any product on the hair. And that's really what I go for with all of my wigs. I hate putting a lot of product on my wigs. Mainly, one, because I don't like product on my real hair, like a lot of product on my real hair. So I'm not gonna want it on my wigs. So that's just that. And also it holds the hair. I feel like it's just going to hold the hair down. And why would I want my client to receive a wig with all this product on it? And what if, you know, she goes to a stylist and, you know, got to get it installed. They still going to have to put product on it. Like, that's just way too much. So with this wig, I'm going to be doing a middle part. My client wants a middle part. So this is not my wig, by the way. So it should look like that. Okay, let me put this a little closer. I really want y'all to be able to see like everything. So it's gonna be like a middle part. So usually I just part it straight down the middle, get my part going. And this usually takes me, y'all, like a minute. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It takes me a good minute to get my part perfectly straight. I cannot be the only one that takes forever to part a part, because I want it to be perfect. So I'm still parting. And then most likely once I even mowed the hair down, I'm still going to probably go in and re-part it, like, you know, just to fix any little thing that I'm probably missing. And if you guys can notice, I did switch combs. This comb, I don't know. I have a habit of only parting with this comb and using the other comb to actually work with. So again, we're gonna take our spritz. We're gonna take our spritz again, and we're gonna, I just did 2 sprays again. And this also helps get flyaways out the way. It helps, you know, see, look, if some people would just go out looking like this, which I don't want to say anything is really wrong with it, but like, baby, we could just really make this perfect and make it look sharp. So it's not giving what it's supposed to give. I'm gonna just start right here with the root. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pick the hair up, and I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna do the little C curve motion. It's like a small C curve. You don't gotta do too much. Do the same thing right here. Do little sections by sections. And then when you're doing a hot comb, you want to press down on it, you know, like, don't be like, y'all, do not be scared to use these hot combs. Okay, do not be scared. As long as the hot comb is just not sitting there, like, you know, forever on the lace, like, you should be fine. As long as you're taking your time, you should be fine. Do not rush, because baby, when I tell you, I have rushed on wigs, and I have put holes in the wigs and been very heavy-handed, not paying attention. It created some holes. So I feel like my part is crooked, which I'm gonna probably, like I said, I always go back and repart. So that's how that looks. Of course, we're not done. That's just getting like the first round of flatten this out. So again, you could probably go out like this, but no, baby, we can perfect that. So that's what we're going to do. So at this point, sometimes I stop right here and then I go in and straighten the rest of the hair, which, as you can see, I have not straightened the rest of the hair. But you guys are gonna see that in a second. So I just take, I part my hair again. So I take this section as close as, but you want to have enough hair though, but as close to the side as possible, So about an inch and a half. And I just parted. Don't gotta be perfect, but you still want it to be straight so it can be easy for you to hot comb that. So we're gonna hot comb section by section. That's how you really get the hair to be extremely straight and flat. Go section by section. Take your time, okay? So each section, you can do each section with some spritz. It does not matter. Or you can do like 2 sections with some spritz. Again, does not matter. It's just gonna help you. But the first section, this section for sure, laying on the track, you want to use that spritz. You want to use the spritz. Okay, so again, just comb that down. I'm gonna take a piece here, and we're gonna do the same steps. So that's literally all y'all are doing, is doing the same steps. Press hard on, y'all, I'm sorry, my stand is moving. I need a new one. But press hard. This part, you want the comb part and the back of the comb to hit the hair, okay? So like I said earlier, comb through, roll in, press down. I'm pressing down harder once I hit the backs, because that's really getting it right after you just comb. Because if I just comb it, that's not gonna do nothing, y'all. So you gotta pick it up, press down, roll. Okay. And look how good this is starting to look. Look at that. We already getting somewhere. And of course, there's going to be different, you know, of course there's going to be different videos available for you guys to watch. I would say all of them are very helpful, because in a sense, you're going to be learning how to do a whole entire wig by the time y'all done watching all of these videos. But I will say what goes hand in hand with the wig, how to get your wig super flat. One would be the foundation of the wig. Just like as if you were in a sew-in, you want to make sure those braids are flat. You want to make sure your tracks and your closure is sitting flat. So with that being said, you guys need to make sure you get the other video as well, okay? They're not even that much. Invest in yourself, ladies. Like, you do not want to regret investing $25, like, you know. So again, we're gonna do the back. In this part, I do like a little section. As y'all can see, the track is right there. Do the back. Like I said, my wig stand keep moving, y'all. I apologize. So there's that. And then, so you see this little gap right here. Of course, you're gonna take this hair and you're gonna lay that over this. But I take both the strand from here and the strand from here, the closest ones, and I kind of just merge those together just so we won't have so much of a gap right there. Just mold it down. So like I said, this is just the hot comb portion. We have, once we get through the hot comb portion, straighten our whole unit, that's when we get to the fun parts. So again, I'm just gonna part this. Where's my comb? I'm just gonna part it one more time. So that means we have 3 sections, hot comb 3 times. Y'all, and it's well worth it. Well worth it. You would do the same steps if it was a side part as well. However you want your side part that side, and then begin doing your sections. Where's my spritz? Okay, so just add some spritz to that. Oh my gosh, I promise I'm gonna get a new wig stand, y'all. I promise. Your girl is cheap, don't ask me why. But so my bad, just comb that. And it's okay. If you want the frontal effect, I usually go back and do that at the end. If you want everything to be extremely flat without the frontal effect, I can't talk. Without the frontal effect, you just hot comb these going downward. like a slight downwards motion. And so for right here, as you can see, I laid these pieces this way. Like, it's not all this way, it's slightly going diagonal, okay? I can make it go, you could literally do it however, to cover tracks. So right here, I might add some more hair right here. Oops, y'all can't see. I might add some more hair right here just to cover up that little bitty piece. Like, that's gonna end up bothering me, so. But I make all my changes towards the end once I got everything molded, like see how I want things to look. So put this hair back on this side. And we're gonna go in, hot comb this piece. I might do the frontal effect on this wig just because like it's plucked to the gods, y'all. But what I was saying, because my attention span is literally terrible. Make sure you get the video on how to sew on your closure, how to sew your closure down. That's a big key in making your wig flat. And also, if y'all are interested in seeing how I got my closure plucked like this, stay tuned for that video as well. So I'm not sure which video I'm going to be dropping first, but just know it's going to be coming if it's not already out. Okay, so this looks good, y'all. And don't worry about these flyaways. We're going to get that. We're going to get all of that, okay? Wrong comb. Okay, so look how she's looking. She looks great. Like, if y'all could only feel like the difference, it feels amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and then we're going to come back, do the flyaways, and straighten the entire wig. All right, so the next product we're going to be using is this wax stick, which is the Carrot Hair wax stick. I will also be leaving this down below, so make sure you go ahead and check that out to see where I get it from. So after I've straightened the entire wig, now I'm gonna go in and put some of this product onto the hair to make those flyaways lay down. Now where I'm putting the wax stick at is the first layer where we parted, where that layer covers the tracks. So when we parted the hair, to make sure that layer cover the tracks, is where I put it. And I like to use a edge brush for brushing down all the little flyaways. I don't use a large regular brush. I just feel like for some reason this small tiny edge brush really just gets every little nick and cranny that I need to be laid down. So I use that wax stick, that little edge brush, and then I'm going to go over with my hot comb to melt that wax stick into the hair, so the wax stick doesn't leave like a nasty residue type of look to the hair. So just in case you guys are a little confused, I remember when I said I went back and straightened the entire wig. So this is me I straightened the entire wig except for the closure. So this is what I'm doing now. After I redid my sections, I'm going back in. I just like to do my parting first. Just because, I don't know, that's just what I like to do. That's always the routine I do my wigs in. And then I go in with my wax stick on my closure last, after I straighten the entire wig. So I do my closure last after the little preparation that I did earlier that I showed you guys. And now it's time for like the real molding process. So I'm using that wax stick and straightening the closure and also laying it down at the same time. Also, I am using the Baby Bliss straightener. I will be leaving that down below as well. This is the only straightener I use for all of my wigs. I like the larger one just for the longer length hair, and I use I believe it's 1.5 inches, or I think it's just 1 inch. I use the smaller straightener for my shorter wigs like my bobs. And also, when I press the wax stick on, I did not mention, make sure you do not be heavy-handed with that. You want to be extremely light. You don't want to just put all of that greasy product onto the hair. Remember, the less product that you have on your unit, the better. So if you guys are wanting to know how I get my parts to be extremely defined like my other wigs, I did not do it in this video. That will be a whole separate video that you guys will be able to watch. It won't be included in this one. So if you want to see how I get my parts extremely defined like my other wigs I have all over my page, just be sure to check out that video as well. So now we're at our last step. As you can see how sleek and smooth that this entire wig looks. It looks amazing. So of course, me being the perfectionist that I am, I just always be going over with the hot comb over the closure and any little specks that I can. But the last step that you are going to want to do is grab some good old mousse. Yes, grab some mousse. Now, I like to use this mousse, like I said, for the millionth time. Everything will be linked down in the description box below to show you guys where I purchased everything at. So this is the mousse that I use, and I like to just put probably about a generous amount all over the unit, only at the top. Where we put the wax stick at, that's the only places that I like to put the mousse. You don't want to overdo it because again, we don't want a whole lot of product. It's just to give it that good shine, to mold everything down in place one good time, and just to get any flyaways that we probably missed. Alright ladies, so this is the final product. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video, and I cannot wait to see you guys slay these wigs. Tag me in any work that you guys do because I want to see y'all flat wigs. I cannot wait. Stay tuned for more.